Welcome to this video summary for Chapter 10. This short video will provide you with a recap of the important things to note within this chapter with respect to equity and justice issues affecting the health and well-being of Indigenous peoples and equity-denied communities. The metaphor of the fishbowl used as the opening quote for this chapter is a statement about the structural changes needed to remove systemic barriers to health equity and health justice. Achieving these requires we acknowledge that the water in the fishbowl needs to be changed in order to address health inequities that puts Indigenous peoples and equity-denied populations at further risk of poor health outcomes.
Holistic health encompasses multiple dimensions, including physical, emotional, mental, social, spiritual, and environmental health, all of which are interconnected and essential for overall well-being. This integrative approach recognizes that health is influenced by a variety of factors beyond just biological ones. Physical health is defined by absence of disease and ability to perform daily activities. Emotional health involves self-awareness, regulation, resilience, and healthy relationships. Mental health includes emotional, psychological, and social well-being affecting daily functioning. Social health emphasizes the importance of relationships and community connections. Spiritual health relates to personal meaning and purpose, impacting overall well-being. Environmental health focuses on how environmental factors influence health outcomes. Achieving health equity requires addressing systemic barriers and implementing targeted strategies to support disadvantaged communities. This involves recognizing different needs and redistributing resources to promote fair health outcomes. It requires we acknowledge that some people have unequal starting points in society. Different strategies are needed for different communities. It is important to focus on systemic change to eliminate discrimination. This requires intentional and strategic social action. This includes engaging affected communities in dialogue and decision-making. Health inequities stem from systemic barriers and social determinants that create avoidable and unjust differences in health outcomes. Addressing these root causes is essential for promoting health equity and health justice. Social determinants of health are non-medical conditions affecting health outcomes, emphasizing the complexity of health beyond clinical care. They include factors like socioeconomic status, education, employment, housing, racism, social contexts, and access to healthcare. In Canada, these determinants vary across Indigenous peoples and different equity-denied groups due to historical, cultural, and socioeconomic factors.
For example, colonization and racism are critical determinants of health inequities for Indigenous peoples in Canada. Historical injustices, such as forced displacement and residential schools, have had negative intergenerational impacts on Indigenous health. Understanding these factors is essential for developing culturally safe and effective health interventions. Indigenous health models emphasize self-determination, cultural identity, and holistic approaches to wellness. The United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples serves as a framework for promoting Indigenous health rights. Culturally safe care is essential for improving health outcomes for Indigenous peoples and equity-denied populations. This approach requires healthcare providers to recognize and address power imbalances and systemic discrimination in healthcare settings. Cultural safety training is necessary for all healthcare professionals to ensure respectful and informed care.
Integrative healthcare approaches are necessary to address the diverse needs of Indigenous and equity-denied groups. These approaches should be collaborative and multifaceted to promote health equity and health justice. Anti-racism, cultural safety, anti-bias, anti-oppressive, intersectional, patient-centered, and trauma-informed care are essential components of effective healthcare strategies. Engaging with communities and recognizing their unique needs is vital for improving health outcomes. A focus on strengths and resilience within communities can lead to sustainable health improvements. It is our intention that you will find hope in the various initiatives highlighted at the end of the chapter, initiatives that promote health equity and justice for equity-denied communities and Indigenous peoples. This chapter underscores the need for systemic change to address health inequities and promote culturally safe healthcare practices, highlighting the importance of community engagement and the integration of social determinants of health into healthcare delivery. Thank you for joining in this journey to listen, read, watch, and learn and relearn.